한국 육상 역사상 가장 충격적인 사건이 터졌습니다. 지금 보시는 이곳은 독일 라인 루르 2025 유니버시아드 남자 육상 400m 계주 결승전입니다. 상대는 누구냐고요? 육상의 본가, 스피드의 대명사 남아프리카 공화국, 그리고 피지컬에서 절대 밀리지 않는 인도. 솔직히 말해서 한국이 우승한다는 시나리오는 경기 시작 전 그 누구도 예상하지 못했습니다. 하지만 그 순간이 다가오자 관중석과 해설진 모두의 표정이 달라집니다. 첫 번째 주자 서민준이 폭발적인 스타트를 끊고 두 번째 주자 남아디 조엘진이 완벽한 배턴 터치로 흐름을 만듭니다. 세 번째 주자 이재성의 믿기 힘든 코너링과 가속, 그리고 마지막 주자 김정윤에게 전달되는 배턴. 바로 이 순간이었습니다. 모두가 숨죽인 100m 직선주로에서 한국 육상 100년 역사상 처음으로 기적 같은 일이 벌어집니다. 잠깐만요, 지금 한국이 1위예요? 그동안의 편견, 그동안의 한계를 단 38초 만에 모두 갈아엎은 대한민국의 환상적인 금메달 질주. 예선전부터 결승전까지 한국 육상의 기적 같은 38초를 지금 바로 함께 확인하시죠.
Thailand won this title back in 2007. Germany are on the outside though. Long jumper who won bronze, Luca Herden, is due to bring them home. The women didn't make it, but the men have any more luck. They're on the outside, so they'll be running scared. Inside them, Australia includes Connor Bond, who reached the final of the 100 metres, and Chris Ayers, who reached the final of the 200. Aidan Murphy was fifth in that same final. They look fairly strong. Thailand, silver medalists, last time out then. They're giving their silver medalists in the 100 tonight off and trusting in the quartet that are out here. Poland reached the final in 2023 too and finished sixth. Łukasz Żok returns for their quartet that includes the semi-finalist Artur Leżeski. 100 metres, that is. Inside them, the Republic of Korea, including Lee Jae-sung. He was bronze medalist in the 200. Zambia in lane 2. And on the inside, Ecuador. Ecuador really committing to the relays. Men's and women's and mixed. So that's the lineup then. Looking to join South Africa, India and Malaysia, who are certainly through, with Canada and the United States hoping for the best. In other words, times that are slower than 39.83 for the 39.95 for the Canadians and 40.14 for the Americans. Oh, bang, bang, bang. Extra bang was in there for the full start. Well, the Ecuadorian looking a little bit crestfallen. Down there, yeah, he fell off the blocks. Well, it's one thing to do that in a 100 metres on your own, but he's going to feel terrible because his teammates were waiting to get the baton from him, and that will now never arrive, I think, unless... No, here it comes. What is it? It is going to be the red. I'm afraid the Ecuadorians will not be going any further, and that's awful for them. So then we go again then with Zambia in lane 2, South Korea in 4, Poland in 5, Thailand in 6, Australia in 7 and Germany on the outside in lane 8. Let's hope that we can get off to a good start this time.
set.
That's better. Off we go then. Coming up to the first changeover, and the Australian Joseph Ayede has done really well. The 100-metre semi-finalist has handed over to the man who reached the final, Conor Bond, down the back straight, who's already gone past Fabian Olbert of Germany. Inside Thailand, last time the silver medalists are going well too. They're flying. South Korea though, great bend, run there by Lee Jong-sung, the 200-metre bronze medalist, and it's Kim Jong-un who will bring them home. Australia are going to grab the second qualifying place, and it looks like Germany have claimed the third. Poland coming across the line just after them. Winning time 39.14 is slower than South Africa achieved in the first heat. But the important thing here is not where the first three finished in terms of times, but where fourth and fifth did. So then Republic of Korea, Australia and Germany confirm their places. Poland grabbing fourth place in 39.65. And 39.65 gets them into the final. Thailand 39.83 also gets them into the final. So bad news for Canada and the United States.
잠깐만요. 지금 보신 경기 절대 결승전 아닙니다. 방금 보신 놀라운 질주는 예선일 뿐이었습니다. 진짜 놀라운 건 지금부터 펼쳐질 결승전 38초의 기적입니다. 남아공과 인도가 자신만만하게 결승 트랙에 기다리고 있는데요. 한국은 여기서 끝이겠지라고 모두가 생각했던 바로 그때 다시 한번 전 세계가 얼어붙는 믿기 힘든 장면이 펼쳐집니다. 자, 이제부터 시작되는 진짜 결승전, 여러분 끝까지 집중해 주세요.
On the outside, Germany with Felix Kuhn, Fabian Olbert, Eddie Redman and Luca Herden, the long jump bronze medalist. Home crowd certainly hoping for the finale they want. South Korea then, with So Min-jin, Noamdi Jolin, Lee Jae-sung, the 200-metre bronze medalist, and Kim Jong-un. They're in lane 7. Strong South African quartet inside them. Led off by 100-metre semi-finalist Kyle Zinn. Then Rashid Desengwe Malenga on the second leg. Mtinkulu, who won a mixed relay gold on the third, and then bringing them home, coming in, Bayanda Walatsa. Inside of them in lane 5, India, with Boy, Kajur, Holbidar and Dondipati. Same team as in the heats. On the second leg, the man Kajur, who was fourth in the 200 metres final, just a tenth of a second away from the Korean Lee. Australia, 2019 silver medalists, with the team of Joseph Ayade, Conor Bond, who was a 100-metre finalist. This is Malaysia with Hajam, Mustafa Kamal, Mohammed Hasham and Mod Fahmy, who just missed out on a medal in the 100 metres final. They're in lane 3. Poland fill lane 2. A couple of changes here. Gregorovic comes in on the first leg to join Adam Lukomski, who moves from the anchor. Yukaz Zok was involved in the team that finished 6th 2 years ago, and 100 metres semi-finalist Artur Lazitsky comes into the quartet for the final this time. And Thailand, silver medalist last time out, with Amadom, Soleil, Himayad and Puripol Bunsong, who was rested for the heats, but the 100-metre silver medalist, 600th of a second behind Walatsa, comes in to anchor them home. If they can be anywhere near the South Africans as they come off the final bend, it could be fireworks in this final race.
On your marks.
So Thailand in 1, Poland in 2, Malaysia in 3, Australia 4, India 5, South Africa in 6, Republic of Korea in 7, and Germany on the outside in lane 8, the final event of the athletics at the World University Games.
셋.
Here we go. Carl Zinn needs to get off to a terrific start in the green and gold of South Africa, and he's doing well, but going out really well outside in his So Min-yoon of the Republic of Korea. The first change is away, and they're off down the back straight. On the inside, running well is Saleh Mohammed for the silver medalist from 2 years ago. Round the bend for South Africa, it's the mixed 4x4 relay gold medalist and Tunikulu who has it, and now it's in the hands of the double gold medalist Bayanda Walatse. But look what's going on outside them. Korea are going to take the title ahead of South Africa, and it's a photo finish between India and Australia for the bronze. What a piece of relays. Baton changing that was from the South Koreans. All eyes on South Africa and a possible treble, but it just goes to show how hard it is. So no title for the first time in this event since 2011. But it seems almost fitting. In a week where we have had so many first-time gold medalists, not just for the individuals involved, but also for the countries, that South Korea do the same thing here in the last event, the 4x100 meters for men. It's a silver medal for the double gold medalist, Bayanda Walatse, but it's still an incredible haul for the young South African. India are given the bronze medal by 5/1000ths of a second from Australia. Well, it wasn't as tight as we thought it was going to be, because Korea just disappeared. They got off to a sensational start, and then it was swift, smooth, button changing all the way around, with good speed in between. And the Australians who won the women's event unable to get the men's. That's a nice pose by the Indians, and why wouldn't they? That's a fantastic result for them as well.
Hey guys.
So a first title in the 4x100 meters relay for Korea Republic, and a first medal of any kind in this event for India. There's the first baton change. Absolutely, it doesn't get much better than that. Hand out, he's gone before you know it. Round that bend. And then the final one, just as good. South Africa may have some answers to do. It depends on whether or not a flag went up on the second changeover. But Wayanda's nodding speed was unable to get the nod this time around. Well, he had to slow down, and that may have been the difference. But the Koreans were so good anyway, maybe they would have made it to the line. Walanda, don't forget, didn't run the heats, so he's come in for this final. And India there, just a superior dip for the line from the Australian, who almost managed to come back into that. Well, you can imagine what Kim Jong-kyung was thinking here, knowing that Bayanda Walatse was streaming behind him. And then when the line arrived and he realised he was first to it, the joy of that win. Well, Japan won this title 3 times in a row, 2015, 2017 and 2019. China won it in 2023. And the title stays in Asia, thanks to Korea Republic. The South Koreans on fire in that.
방금 금메달의 주역이었던 이재성 선수, 이번엔 혼자가 되어 남자 200m 결승에 다시 나섭니다. 이번에도 기적은 일어났을까요? 지금 바로 확인하시죠.
This is Adria Alfonso Madero of Spain. He was third fastest in the semis. He would like to add a global title to his 3 national ones. Inside him, though, is the man who's the favourite. 20.08, the man from the Tijuana University of Technology, already the 100 metres champion, was second fastest in the semi-finals. 19-year-old is greedy for more gold. Across the border, though, is Daniel Magogo from Zimbabwe. Desperate to get over the disqualification he suffered in the 100 metres. He goes in lane 6. But the man they'll all have to beat was the man who was fastest in the semis. South Korea's Lee Jae-seung will go in lane 5, looking to add an individual title to a trio of medals he's taken as part of a Rio squad. Eckhart Poltgieter of South Africa, another man who knows what it's like to win medals as part of a quartet. He too looking for some individual silverware, but he'd rather have gold. He goes in lane 4. Next to him is the second youngest in the field, Australia's Aidan Murphy. Heats in the last 2 World Championships, now a final at the World University Games. Next to him, for comfort, is another Australian. Semi-finals in both the 100 and the 200 2 years ago in Chengdu. Now he's in the final. Christopher Ayers is planning for higher, as he believes he is. Bayanda Walatsa, part of the silver medal quartet for South Africa at last year's Olympic Games, where they set the area record. We'll look forward to the South African relay squad later in the week. But for now, it's all about Walatsa against Lee, and maybe Alfonso Madero. Kajil 1, Ayos in 2, Murphy 3, Potgater in 4, Lee in 5, Magogo in 6, Walatsa in 7, Alfonso Madero in 8. Away we go, the final of this day's athletics, and it has been lightning, but out of going lightningly quick is Bayanda Walatsa from lane 7. He's going to come round in the lead. Look at this, he's streaking away. Can the others come back? On the inside, Christopher Ayers is trying, and also Keller, but it's going to be a double for the South African. Bayanda Walatsa. Magnificent. Phenomenal running. And he replicates what Paulo Andre de Oliveira did in Naples in 2019 by getting the sprint double. 20.63. Adria Alfonso Madero came through to take the silver medal in what was an incredibly tight blanket finish for the minor medals. Lee, in the end, will get the bronze. And Adria Alfonso Madero celebrates with the Spanish flag his silver medal. And Potgieter, the South African, rounded up the 8-man field. Two years ago, it was Tasebo Masotso winning the 200 metres title. And 2 years later, it's a double for Bayanda Walatsa. Still a teenager, but with a big man technology. You can see the determination already on the start line. There's not much fear in that face, is there? Only determination. He got a blinding start. Shows that he's got great ability to run the bends, because by the time they came off the bend, he was clearly in front, and the others were in a fight for the minor medals. You can see the way he pecks forward with his head. It's not the most comfortable of strides, but he keeps on going. Fast finishing Spaniard needed another 5 meters or so to catch him up, but it's a 200 meters, not a 205 meter race. He's straining at the end as he realized, I think, that the Spaniard was coming, but the line arrived just in time. Well, he might not be supernatural yet, but he believes he is, and it's still coming. Wonderful race. South Africa first won this title thanks to the great Lee Julius, who won it twice in 2003 and 2005. And Naso Jobanwana claimed the title as well. They're in 2013 in Kazan. They then did it again in Chengdu with Sasebo Matsutsu. And they are becoming, the way they're going, the most successful nation in men's 200 meter running.